Grace? Grace Garcelle? You want Grace? Did you forget where you were, girl? This is reality television. Girl, don't nobody get no grace on this bitch. The white ladies don't even get grace. What are you talking about? All right, this is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 14 reunion part 3. That shit was a trip. I just got done watching that shit. I went to bed early last night. I was tired. Grace? Okay. So we open with Garcelle and or not Garcelle, Sutton and Dorit still going at it. I think Sutton, you need to own that you made some shitty comments about Dorit, and you need to own that. She makes a lot of shitty comments, and I agree with Erica. Like last week, I opened my review saying that to Sutton. Here's the thing: I don't like Sutton. I don't dislike her. When she's likable, she's great. When she's shitty, she's horrible. But I'm just tired of her antics. I'm just trying to figure out what her storyline is every season because I don't know. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation that I'm not gonna do here. But so they're going back and forth. Bose jumps in. Bose calls out Sutton for the comment that she made about her in the after show. Am I gonna go or you're gonna go? I guess I'm going. And here's my thing. So I felt like Bose gave me a little bit of this pick me energy on Watch What Happens Live with Erica. And I still stand in it that I felt that about her. But you know what's funny? She called out Sutton for implying that she was an angry black woman. Because Sutton, you were mad that you were getting called out on your behavior. And she was right. She never once raised her fucking voice at you. You just were mad. Stay mad. But to imply that she was yelling when she wasn't is crazy. People need to be cognizant of that shit. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it is what the fuck it is. Be black for one day and then fucking call me. Okay? Anyway. So Bose, shit, I don't know. Both of them were like, Garcelle, you didn't even clock that. Garcelle, I didn't even hear it. What's funny, Garcelle, you're the biggest fucking pick me on the show. Let's talk about it. And it's crazy. Like, the way you were fucking pandering to Sutton's mom was particularly disgusting and sickening to watch. Well, I'm going to get to you, and I'm going to save you for last. I'm giving you too much right now. Let me stop. But Sutton didn't clock it. Garcelle didn't clock it. But Boz did. I can't remember if Sutton, was accountable. Probably not. But they went over that. So after that, we get a little bit into Kyle. And they get into Kyle a lot. I'm going to put her all into one lump. They talk about Kyle and Morgan Wade in the whole conversation with her daughters and the lesbian thing. What's funny is Kyle, it shows how old school Kyle is to think that she needed to sit down and have a discussion. It's like, girl, don't nobody care if you like women or not. Girl, we live in a gender fluid world. We kind of always did. It's just now more accepted. Humans. But I'm glad that they highlighted that because, you could be of a certain age and maybe you want to, fucking explore some shit. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it was a nice segment. It was nice to see. I'll say this. I feel, Kyle, you seem like you're living in hell. The shit with you and Mo and the fact that y'all aren't even divorced yet and no one's like even talked about it is crazy to me. Yeah. And it just seems like she's in a lot of pain, especially at the end when she was talking. It seemed like there's a lot more going on there that we're not privy to. I send her nothing but positive energy. Same with Dorinda. I send all the ladies positive energy. I talk a lot of shit, but I'm sending y'all positive energy. So yeah, that's Kyle. Because I want to wrap that shit up real fast. Let me order my food. All right. I'm kind of skipping everybody. Erica goes over her whole situation with Tom and the legal trouble with that. I agree with Erica on this when Andy asked her, like, would she visit him, when he gets locked up or if he's in a home or whatever, like, would she visit him? And she said, if I do visit him, it'll be when he's passed. And I get that. I know it sounds cold, but I totally get that. because like she said, he's basically a shell of who he was. And no matter how you feel about Erica, she was a victim too in the shit. Maybe not in the way that we all see it, but I mean, she got fucked in the process as well. Her response to it was a lot. But, but anyway, Garcelle, let's talk about you, cuz I have a whole lot to say about you. So, at the beginning when Sutton and Dorit are wrapping up their shit, Andy asked a question about he asked Garcelle a question about Sutton's character. She answers, and then she says something like, "Well, I'm not happy." And he was like, "It seems like that you're fuming over there." I'm combining the two. Fuck it. Um, and she basically is like, "I don't understand why I don't get any grace when I'm being accountable and I'm telling you how I feel." Here's my thing with you, Garcelle. It's like you're under this impression that because you own what you say, that you're supposed to get a fucking gold star for that shit. That's the whole point of being accountable. You got to stand in it, even if it's not great. You know what I mean? Like, you think you get grace because you're accountable for what you say? Like, the shit she said about Dorit in the robbery, you had no evidence of what you said. You yourself said it was a feeling. It's what I felt. Guess what? That's fine. It's freedom of speech. You're allowed to say whatever you want and whatever you feel. But you're not exempt from the consequences of what you've said. You upset someone. You said some crazy ass shit about somebody's having a serious crime against them. And you're basically saying it didn't happen, that it was a setup. That's fucked up. And the fact that you're not understanding that is really weird to me. Like, you think you can just say shit and nobody's allowed to address you? That's what all this was about. You didn't like the fact that you were getting addressed on your bullshit. You didn't like that. And so you got upset. And it's crazy to me because I'm like, you're not special. You've been here 5 seasons and 5 seasons that are not memorable at all. So for you to think that you can't be is wild to me. And what's crazy too is at one point they stopped again to address her shit, and it was like every time Andy was giving her an opportunity to really say what was bothering her, she wouldn't fully say it. At one point she was like, "Well, I don't want to discuss it." Girl, this is the reunion. That's where do you think you're fucking at? That's what this is about. Girl, we here. This is where you discuss this shit. That shit was crazy to me. Her whole walk off at the end with the I don't want to be in the cast photo was very fucking just cringy teenager bullshit. And then you go backstage and you're mad. You have a very warped view of the world just by your actions. I didn't like that at all, and it really said a lot about your character. You really thought you was some beautiful and unique snowflake and you were exempt from all the other shit. I don't know where you thought you were at. This is not a scripted TV show, bitch. This is reality television where they set the scene up, but the shit that happens in it is real. I couldn't believe that. Grace. That shit's hilarious. Grace. You over here all up Sutton's ass, her mama's ass. Garcelle, you strike me as somebody who's always been a bit of a token. You've been the token in the group. And the reality is, What's-Her-Face came in and fucking rocked the fucking house her first season. Whether you like bows, whatever, it doesn't matter. She came in to play. She wasn't ready. Like she told Sutton, I am strong. She is. Garcelle, you're strong, but not on this. Not on this. And I don't like the way you went out. You did not bow out gracefully. You went out like a chump. For real. You went out whack. You went out whack. You complained and got mad. You threw a tantrum. Like I said in my last review, Garcelle, welcome to reality television, where everybody gets a turn. Prayers up for Teddy Mellencamp. I completely forgot about all that. That shit's horrible. Sending her nothing but good vibes and positive energy. Happy hump day, y'all.